The city was loud. Honking cars, rushing people, non-stop noise everywhere. But right in the middle of all that chaos lived a guy named Arjun. And inside, he felt completely empty. He had a decent job, money coming in, a good place to live, tons of contacts on his phone. From the outside, his life looked totally fine. But every night, when he was alone, his chest felt heavy, like something was missing, and he couldn't explain what. Every morning, he'd stand in front of the mirror, stare at his own face, and think. Is this it? Is this really all life is? Nothing tragic had happened to him. No big loss. No huge trauma. Still, he wasn't happy. Psychology says the most dangerous pain isn't loud. It's the pain you can't name. One night, Arjun had a dream. He was back in his childhood home. Same old walls. Same silence. Same frozen air. And then he saw something strange, a small door in the corner of the room. A door he had never seen before. On it were words burned deep. This is the truth you've been running from. He woke up sweating, heart pounding like crazy. That was the moment he decided. He couldn't keep ignoring whatever was going on inside him. So he went to see a psychologist. Her name was Dr. Maya Sen. Calm voice. Sharp eyes. The kind that make you feel like she sees straight through you. She didn't ask much. Just one question. What scares you the most, Arjun? He stayed quiet for a long time. Then finally said. I'm scared that I've lost myself. She nodded slightly and said. You haven't lost yourself. You've just locked parts of your mind away. She explained that the human mind is like a house. Every fear, every rejection, every emotional wound gets pushed into a room. And when something hurts too much, we don't heal it, we lock the door. But locked pain doesn't disappear. It rots. It turns toxic. Maya looked at him and said. Today, we open those doors. Arjun closed his eyes. The first door opened. He saw himself as a kid, standing on a school playground. Other kids laughing. Pointing. Calling him weak. Calling him scared. That was the day he made a promise to himself. If I stay quiet, no one can hurt me. That was the first lock. Rejection. The second door opened. This one was full of comparisons. Everyone around him was doing better. More successful. More confident. More happy, at least online. Perfect Instagram lives. Fake smiles. Edited happiness. He realized something painful. He had never lived for himself. He had been measuring his worth using other people's lives. Then came the third door. Dark. Heavy. Silent. He saw himself wanting to cry, but stopping. Holding it in. He remembered the moment he told himself. Men don't cry. That was the day he buried his emotions alive. Maya's voice cut through the silence. Healing isn't about being strong. Healing is about letting yourself break. And that's when Arjun finally lost it. He cried. Not quietly. Not politely. But fully. Years of pressure poured out. And for the first time in forever, he felt lighter. Only one door was left. The heaviest one. Written on it was a single word. Truth. His hands shook as he opened it. Inside, there was no monster. No secret enemy. Just him. Tired. Scared. Broken. But real. He looked at himself and said. I don't need to be perfect. I don't need to be anyone else. I just need to accept who I am. And suddenly, everything made sense. Pain wasn't his enemy. It was a signal he had ignored for years. He realized that running from yourself only makes the emptiness louder. That silence isn't strength. And smiling doesn't always mean you're okay. He forgave himself. For the choices he made out of fear. For the times he stayed quiet when he wanted to speak. For the emotions he buried instead of feeling. From that day on, he stopped fighting himself. When fear showed up, he didn't run. When his heart felt heavy, he didn't numb it. Because he finally understood something real. Emotions aren't weakness. They're proof that you're human. And maybe that's what life is really about. Not fixing yourself. Not becoming someone else. But understanding yourself, and accepting yourself. Because the day you finally meet yourself, that's the day your real life actually begins.